son?
Yeah. No, the thing is that you know that Todson doesn't like doing interviews. You know he doesn't. Yeah. Yeah, no, I know, but the thing is that we've set this up so far in advance, and now you're panicking about it. It's ridiculous. Look, I promise you, Jim, it'll be exclusive. Yeah, I promise you, at 1 o'clock tomorrow, all right? Okay, I'll see you then. Bye-bye. Come on in, Cale. I'm so glad I caught you before you went home. I just wanted to thank you for a wonderful lunch. Oh. I'm really looking forward to the rest of your repertoire.
Well, thank you. Gee, it's nice up here.
Yeah. How's your daughter? Did she cook too?
Well, right now, she's at an age where cooking is not a priority. It's boys she's got on her mind. I guess it's not an easy time for her. She can be difficult.
Oh, God, I was difficult at that age. Difficult? I was impossible. My poor little English mother. Now, you give her a couple of years, she'll turn out fine. I'm sorry. I really have no right to give you advice. I don't have a daughter.
Oh, I don't mind. It feels good having real girl talk again. I need that.
So do I.
When Tim was alive, we had our group, you know, best friends. The wives were too, but it was all social, kind of superficial.
Yeah, now you're out of the group.
Sort of. They just don't want to be burdened.
Oh, I know what you mean. You're not a couple anymore.
Are you married?
No. I lived with someone for several years. We split up. I know what it's like to be odd one out. I'll tell you about it sometime if you'd like to hear.
Oh, I'd like that.
Well, let's make a date for dinner or drinks.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you seeing someone now?
Yes, I'm seeing my husband's best friend. It sounds a little incestuous, doesn't it? Mm. He's recently divorced. He's a marvelous man, but I keep comparing him to Tim. I can't help it. He's just not as easy to be with.
Oh, aren't you being a little tough on him?
I guess so. It's not his fault. Here I am chattering away. Whenever you want me to stop.
I don't. The lowest section in hell is reserved for Alexander Graham Bell. Please excuse me. Since I'm not a man, you can tell me anything you want.
Thank you. Bye.
See you. Hello. Oh, Karen. What a surprise. Yeah, how are you? Oh. Sorry to hear that. No, well, that sounds really tempting, but you know it's been over 6 months since we split up. Uh-huh. No, I admit it's been tough without you. But, I've made the adjustment, Karen. It's over.
Honey. We won't be late.
Oh, have fun, dear.
Okay, good night, Dorothy.
Good night, Ben.
Can I talk to you for a minute? Alone?
I'll wait outside. Good night, Edie.
What's the problem?
I don't want you to go out with him.
Amy, you have nothing to say about that.
Well, I'm saying it anyway. He was Daddy's best friend, and he's divorced. He left his wife and Larry doesn't really have a father, and I don't have a father at all. I bet the minute you're alone, he tries to go to bed with you.
Amy.
Can't you see what's happening? It's not fair.
Look, Ben is waiting.
I think he's in love with you, and maybe you'll fall in love with him, and then you'll get married, and I don't know what I'll do. Mom, I'll die.
Look, I am not going to rush into anything. I promise you that. It's too soon. Okay? I'll kiss you tonight when I come in. Good night. You don't have to set your alarm. Good night, honey.
What can I do for you this evening?
Yeah, how much are these?
$5, sir.
$5? Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much.
You. Madame?
Thanks.
Have a good evening.
Thank you.
She loves me not. She loves me.
Sounds good to me.
She loves me not.
Oh,
She loves me not.
oh, don't stop there.
Oops, no more flowers. She loves me not. Well, I know my mother did. She always told me how terrific I was. Should have seen the look on her face the day I graduated from med school.
Yeah?
Yeah, I can still see that glow.
How come you never talk about your dad?
My dad? We were never really close. You know, he worked in a metal stamping factory. Up in the morning at 6, home for dinner at 8, and then to bed. Well, he was a good guy, I guess.
Oh. All work and no play, huh?
Chip off the old block, huh?
You're a good doctor, Ben. I know how tough that is.
It'll be less tough if you and I were together.
Oh. Please don't push me.
Look, why can't we talk about us? Gail, I know you like a book.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Gee, I'm not sure I know me these days.
But that'll pass. You've suffered a terrible loss, and so have I. Tim was my partner, too.
You and Janet have been divorced for less than a year. I've been widowed for less than a year. What's the rush?
I'm not rushing you, Gail. I just want to take care of you.
That's what Tim always used to say.
Well, then.
I went from my parents' house right into college, right into marriage. I need time to be alone. But please be patient with me, okay? You know how much I care for you.
Oh, it's been years since I come down to the produce market, and I've forgotten how much fun it could be.
Well, even half asleep on the 3 mornings a week that I come here, a robust eggplant can turn me on.
Oh, look at that. Never knew I could fall for an eggplant. Thank you so much for inviting me. It's a relief to get out from behind a desk sometimes.
Well, it's nice having company. It's been so helpful to me, I thought maybe I could teach you something for a change. Ah, now there's some inviting-looking Spanish melons. You remember the old phrase, for melons that please, just give them a squeeze? You don't remember that one, huh? Now try it. Press gently.
Hey, you think this is a sideshow or something? Just squeeze, lady, and don't break it, okay? There's certified nuts everywhere you look.
All right, Amy. You can leave now. Amy, please take this to your mother.
What happened?
This.
What'd you do that for? You're gonna get me into more trouble.
You're such a wimp. Nothing's gonna happen.
I'm afraid a lot of things are happening, and I'm not happy about any of them.
How do you think I feel? It's tough on me, too.
Do you ever think about your dad going out with my mom?
Little.
How do you feel about it?
I don't get to see my dad as much, but he is kind of lonely, and he really cares about your mom.
I don't like it at all. I mean, it's got nothing to do with your dad. I just don't like it.
Bring it up, doubles, 2 and 3, 4, that's it, 5, 6, 7, single.
for the last 10 minutes.
Insane. Who thought of it?
You did.
You're damn right I did, but it's up to you to stop me. You have no character.
Okay, that's it, guys. Take a break.
Come on.
Oh, God. Oh.
What is it?
I've got a stitch. I always get these after the bicycle part of the triathlon.
Are you all right?
Oh, I'm fine. It's gone now. Haven't had one of these since I played field hockey in college like a dunce. What's wrong?
Nothing.
Yes, there is. Can I help?
I make these... I don't know. I make these strange connections. Doesn't make any sense. I just can't help it.
What doesn't make sense?
Oh, a crazy thing like you having a stitch in your side, right?
Mm-hmm.
It brought me back to a woman I'd spoken to on the phone the night Tim was killed. She said she had a pain in her side and that it was unbearable. God, why do I have to remember this? She insisted that he come right away. I didn't even want him to get on the phone, but naturally he insisted.
Naturally, he went to see her.
He was very tired. He was very tired. I was so stupid. I was so stupid to let him go.
No, you weren't. How could you have stopped him?
I could have begged, couldn't I? I could have called Ben to go, or Lou Feld, or any of the other 3 doctors that were there. I could have cried and begged. I mean, he was exhausted.
No, he was going to go, no matter what you did. She was his patient, wasn't she? And he was not about to ignore his responsibility to her, was he?
When he got there, her pain was gone. And he made an appointment to see her the next day, and he called me to tell me that he was coming home right away. And then he drove into a tree because he was so tired. I could have stopped him. I know it. I could have stopped him.
No, you couldn't.
Yes, it was my fault.
No. He was doing what he was meant to. And there was nothing that you could do. Gail? Gail? Okay. Good.
My Two Loves, starring Mariette, Hartley, and Lynn Redgrave, will be right back.